The man had been dead for 2 days, his body already rotting and reeking, yet the woman remained unaware, still busy preparing for their wedding. It wasn't until the wedding day, when the man never showed up, that she finally sensed something was wrong. She rushed to his home with her parents and best friend, but even before reaching the door, a pungent, unbearable stench hit them. The closer they got, the stronger the smell. Her heart sank. She grabbed a hammer and smashed the door open, only to find the man lying motionless on the bed. At first, she thought he was just sulking. After all, 3 days ago, he had caught her secretly meeting her first love, and witnessed the two of them kiss. She had rushed to explain, claiming it was just a Western greeting. Her first love also covered for her, saying he had just returned from abroad, and didn't know local customs. He then offered to drive her and her parents home, and she didn't want to argue with the man, so she pretended to fetch a gift, and left with her first love. But moments later, her first love hit the man with his car, and to everyone's shock, the woman rushed to her ex, demanding doctors save him first. Even when told the man's injuries were worse, she stood by her choice. It was then the man realized 6 years of devotion still couldn't warm her heart. Luckily, he was saved by a kind stranger and brought to the hospital, but when he woke up and stepped out of his room, he saw the woman carefully tending to her first love, feeding him soup, blowing on it gently after he burned his tongue. Watching their intimacy, his heart shattered. He burst in and demanded to know what they were doing, but the woman, his fiancée, defended her first love, saying he had just come back and wasn't used to driving. The accident was unintentional. She even handed the man her ex's change of clothes, then coldly shoved him out the door. What she didn't know was that the man had leukemia and was surviving on expensive medicine, but she had never noticed, because in her heart, she only ever loved her first love. When she agreed to the man's proposal years ago, it was only because her ex left the country, and she said yes out of spite. During their 6 years together, she used spiritual purity as an excuse to avoid intimacy, and spent each night alone downstairs, staring at a portrait of her ex. The man had long seen through it, but chose not to expose her, just wanting to spend his final days by her side. But now, she brought her ex home, and forced the man to move into the maid's quarters. He objected, but she lashed out at him. The ex decided to test the woman's loyalty, so he smashed her favorite guitar, then hit himself in the head, pretending the man had assaulted him. Hearing the commotion, the woman rushed in, and without hesitation, slapped the man across the face, demanding he apologize. He tried to explain, but she didn't believe a word. When he said he would show the surveillance footage, her ex smashed their keepsake bracelet, the first gift he had ever given her. She was heartbroken, instantly dragging her ex away to repair it. Meanwhile, the man had a medical episode, and staggered back to his room for his medication. Unbeknownst to him, his pills had already been thrown away by her first love. He called for help, only to learn his bank account was empty. That's when he discovered the money meant to save his life had been used by the woman to repair a $10 bracelet. He called again, begging for help, only to be mocked and insulted. He was told to kneel and apologize to her first love if he wanted forgiveness. The call ended, and with it, the last flicker of hope. As he collapsed, images of their past flashed before his eyes. Now nothing but blades in his heart. That afternoon, the woman got a call from the bridal